Well, it's been a while since we did any videos. The weather has turned. It's cold. This is Monster. He's in for the winter. He's pretty big. He's a ginger from a seed that I got in the 80s when I was in Hawaii. And he's at the back door here. And you gotta get through him to go outside. So we're gonna go outside and take a look and see what's going on here. My God, I can tell you one thing. It looks like I am huge, but I can guarantee you, see the angle of the camera. Really. Okay, we're out here. We got past Monster. It is quite cold. While it may not be winter yet, there are parts of my body that are telling me it is definitely winter. It's about 20, it's in the 20s, and we got a nice cool breeze. And hold on, I have someone who wants to join me. You want to come? Want to come with? It's cold, right? That, what? That's it? You know, I think you'd be a hell of a lot more comfortable inside watching the football game, or what passes as a football game these days. Okay, so anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's cold out here. And the yard looks, well, like it's winter. I remember we first moved out here from California, my daughter said, why are we moving out here? Everything is dead. So, as you can see, everything does look dead. But it's the end of the year, and we had a very successful year in the garden. And we've got quite a few birds out today. But we're going to take a look at the winter garden. And you can see that the pond has a nice coating of ice. All the frogs have hibernated. We did some minor changes here. We kind of opened the pond up. And as you can see, we opened it up. So you can see there's more of the water. Birds can get more of the water. Brought in all this moss. It actually looks like it's been there a long time. It hasn't. It's just an illusion. And we've added moss all along there. JC's dog pond, frozen solid. One thing that's nice to do in the winter is, if you can, keep flowing water for the birds. They need some, if you don't have water moving, they still need to drink. So we get birds in here every once in a while for the running water if the creeks are frozen solid. And as you can see, we took all of the leaves and left them and raked them into the beds. We do not do what just about every neighbor here does, is rake them out to the yard and have them picked up. And the constant noise of leaf blowers. As you can see, this is our growing area in the winter. And this is our greenhouse. Little tiny greenhouse, but it's great. We put in new shelves all the way around, so it's a more efficient use of space. And as you can see, we have a lemon tree in there, and all of our salvias that winter over here that we use to attract hummingbirds. And then probably in about a month, I'll start putting up some seeds, and they'll go in this rack right here. And we still have some salvias blooming. Anyway, and as you can see, I gotta pick some lemons. It's kind of nice. It's like 70 degrees in there. So anyway, I want to walk on down here. Put out some bird seed. The other thing is, if you're native wildlife habitat, make sure that the plants you've planted provide shelter and feed, but we supplement it with some bird seed. Again, you have to watch out for your rules of your local municipalities. They may not allow you to put out bird seed because of, well, little furry vermin and bigger animals such as bears. We get bears around here, so we're always careful, although we haven't seen a bear all year. Again, another example, you can see all of the leaves have been blown into all the beds. Now this year, we're creating a secondary path along here. This used to be a pretty big bed of wood poppies, but over the years, the ostrich ferns have taken over. Hey, are you coming? You gonna participate? Come on. And so we have dug up most of the fern up and thrown them up against the fence here. And that will give a good ground cover for wood frogs and salamanders and songbirds that like to scratch on the leaves for insects. And this will open this up a little more for our wood poppies. Down here, this is another woodland garden. This has blue cohosh in it, and that's about it in here, and a lot of rescued ferns. This is a brush pile we've created from cutting down a few trees, and we are still working on what to do with this down here. But next year, we're probably going to plant, it doesn't get a lot of sun, but we're probably going to move fern in there too. Rhododendrons, all ready set for the winter, being followed by the beast. And this is where most of the changes are going to occur next year. We had some big changes down here this year. This garden did great. Now that we have deer fence up all over the place, we didn't get destroyed. Normally everything down here gets eaten, and as you can see, the rhododendrons have had time to recover. We've planted the center here. We've got rhododendrons being planted here. We have lots of perennials going in here, and this is our wintering carnivorous bog garden. You can see the pitcher plants. This did great. This is his first year. We have some native orchids in here, so we're hoping everything comes back in good shape next year. If you plan on doing a garden like this, we highly recommend it. It's kind of cool. This area right here is root bound from some old trees, so the soil is really horrible. So what we did is we added some, you can see the building blocks, and it is simply a pond liner with peat and river sand and instant bog. It's kind of slanted, so when it rains, the water doesn't sit in here and stagnate. It kind of runs off at this point, so you have constantly refreshing water. It doesn't sit and stand and rot everything. So it has time to dry out, but with the constant rain, fills that up. And down here is all of the new perennial beds. This is all wildflowers and elderberries, and you can see this is seeds from Liatris, and we've got blue mist flower seeds here. We've got pink turtle head. This is an elderberry. This is going to be Japanese primroses. This is kind of a damp area, and we've replanted this. You can see kind of a red twig dogwood right here, and this is all going to be Monarda for butterflies and hummingbirds. And this is our wood pile that we let go. All kinds of critters live in there, and it's full of raspberries. Next year, we have someone getting her favorite. Oh, this is gonna be good. What you got, girl? What you got? Can I have that? I want to take that. Oh, hey. Isn't that a little, did you choose a big one? Oh my goodness. And in here, we're gonna put in a vegetable garden. We're gonna actually try vegetables, and because everything we plant gets eaten by all the animals, but this is gonna be caged in. Right, girl? Are you interested in vegetables? And then up here, we're gonna get rid of all this Pachysandra, and you can see we started, that's, there's no water in there, it's frozen. You want me to get that? Here, I'm gonna throw this. This is our entertainment for the day while we're going for a long walk. Oh, give me that. Okay, it's pretty cold out here. Hey, it's pretty cold, don't you agree? Hello? Should we go in? Hey. It's cold. Okay. Come on. Come on. So uncooperative. You've been hanging out with your mom too much. Okay, I just got a note that Kelly is all done cleaning and we can go in the house. We can go back in the house. You want to go back in? Should we wipe our feet? No? Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna go back in because, ooh, it is cold outside. My hands are freezing. I probably should have worn gloves. That would have been the smart thing to do, but what the hell. Anyway, okay, we're going to go in, aren't we? She sees something. Anyway, one of the things we're also planning is a large butterfly garden here. Everybody who watches this video, I highly encourage you to plant plants for your native butterflies. If you don't know what's native, there's plenty of online sites. Plus, we have our own website at SK Wildflower Rescue. It has a butterfly page, but this is going to be all milkweed and coneflowers and all kinds of good stuff here next year. And then up above, which is where we have a mayapple garden. Well, we're going to start a salvia garden, a hardy salvia garden, where we're going to start collecting salvias from around the world and putting those in there. And this is all full of primroses and ready to go for the spring. So a lot of plans, but I can plan pretty well, and I can always have a good plan to execute it. It's I plan too much, and we'll see how much of this actually gets done. Because folks, this Pachysandra has been here for 20 years. Yeah. So hopefully it won't be here 21. Okay. Well, we hope that during the winter that you have given your thoughts to garden projects and gone online and hunted for all those plants and got all those good ideas. Take a look at, join some butterfly clubs, some gardening clubs to get you through the winter. And for those of you who live in the southern states who insist on sending beautiful pictures of their gardens and all the butterflies and everything that visit them while I'm having a hard time holding my iPhone because I'm getting frostbite, I'm beginning not to like you. I'm just kidding. Until next time, if I survive the cold here in northern New Jersey and can get my dog Jersey into the house, I'll make another video. Jersey, it's time to go in. I think we've got bacon left over from breakfast. Jersey. Okay. Well, as tips of my fingers are starting to fall off, I sense that I'm going to have to go get the dog. Okay, until next time.